We're recording now. I'm gonna leave. So once I shut that door, you can start your countdown and begin your show. I'll see you in a minute. I'll see you in 26 minutes, Friday.
Hi everybody, it's the Forever Friday show. It's been a while since I've seen you or talked to you. We've moved, the studio has moved to a different location. So, and then we had COVID and everything like that. I want to talk to you about the mom left behind in adoption. That's the story that I'm telling you today. The mom left behind in adoption. I'm that mom left behind in adoption. I had a baby girl. I can't go into the whole guts of it. I can just go on the surface. But all I'm gonna say is I had a baby and I couldn't be with the father for circumstances. Gets me all choked up. It was a really crazy situation. And I had to think about it long and hard. Everybody knows it's so great and grand to get to adopt a baby and I can't wait till I get the baby, blah, blah, blah. But nobody understands the side of the mom who doesn't really want to let the baby go, but kind of has to to protect her child. That was my circumstance, excuse me, at the time, to protect my daughter. I have 2 daughters and 1 son. My last daughter, who I had given birth to, I had to make that choice. I didn't want her to be with a single parent again, and I didn't want to struggle. I wanted her to have the best things in life. I wanted her to have 2 parents. I wanted the best for her life. And the time that I had her in my life, it wasn't the best circumstances. And no, it had nothing to do about drugs or alcohol, or because I'm not that type of person at all. I had to give her up to protect her from people. That's all I can say at the moment. But there was an in-between person, and I would meet with the in-between, and my daughter is black. She's American, because I'm American, white, and her father is Congolese, black. So she's mixed. And I wanted her to have a black parent and a white parent. And that's what I chose all the time. The in-between would bring me people for me to select. And read me the bio, and I would say yes or no. But every single black and white couple fell through. I would choose one, And then she would come back to me and say, I'm sorry, Friday. Something went wrong and you can't select those two. We have to go on and keep searching for the parents. So, you know, that was heartbreaking. And heartbreaking. And it just went on and on. And we met at a coffee shop, and she said, I have some parents that are up on my screen right now. I want to read you their bio. They're a white couple. And I said, no, forget it. I don't want to hear it. We got in a fight. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I want black and white. And I know I was making her uncomfortable, and she's doing this out of the kindness of her heart and being the in-between. Finding the people. There's, you know, a husband and a wife, people that really want to adopt a baby. I'm a mom. I know how I want my daughter to be raised. Well, the in-between said I have this couple, but they're both white, which drove me nuts, nucking futz. I didn't want it. But I said, fine, just read it to me. I had no idea that the people knew my name, because none of the other bios directed it to me, said my name. None of the other bios. Nobody said my name. So they just said how they was going to parent the baby. This white couple said, I want to read you their bio. It was directed to me. I had no idea that the people knew my name, knew anything about me, the mom. It was shocking. Dear Friday, we can only imagine the difficult decision it must be to move forward with adoption. How there are how there are moments of being overwhelmed, and at times so many different emotions. Because I was overwhelmed and I did have multiple emotions, yes. Please know that no matter what, you are prayed for and loved. We want you to know that as a birth mom, if we are the right family, your story, your love, your sacrifice will be shared with deep respect and reverence in our family. Our names are Jack and Jill. That's just to protect them. Jack is 41 and Jill is 36. We are both Caucasian with Irish, Swedish, and German descent. We love the Lord and strive to keep Him first in our lives. We are both healthy besides the effects from a car accident Jill was in 9 years ago. Due to the car accident, Jill cannot physically become pregnant. We have had a son who is almost 2 years old. His name is John. He is African American and Caucasian. He is a fun, loving, already energetic, smart, loves giving hugs, communicates, compassionate boy who will be one awesome big brother. We are both college graduates, also well as postgraduate program graduates. Jack has business degree and also a graduate degree. Jill graduated in elementary education with an emphasis in music as well as health certificate graduate program. Jack sells golf equipment to golf courses in the state. His office is in the home and he travels during the day to various golf courses in the state. Jill writes curriculum in the home and is involved with worship ministry at their church. Jill also leads worship for the service on Sundays. Jill also mentors women who have or are going through changes in life due to an accident and health related problems. We both enjoy what we do and are very blessed through work and volunteer in the areas we are passionate about. But most of all, love being parents. What a blessing it is, truly. We are also amazed and thankful at how God works through others so we could have a family. We are truly grateful. Jill's volunteer work enabled her to stay at home with John and our family. Jill loves being able to stay at home and watch our family grow. What a blessing. Way back, we dated for, they described, their life. They dated, how they would love to have their own biological children, but unfortunately, due to motor vehicle accident, Jill broke her pelvic grill, and now she can't have children, she can't carry children, and so they have to adopt. And they gave her a story, and we both came from larger families, so his side, her side have big, huge families. As they can see from, they gave me a life book. It says, Our Life Book. And then on the back it says, God bless you, with a picture of them and the boy they adopted. And they explain everything about the son that they adopted first. We feel strongly that the first one they adopted, they didn't want him to be the only one. And they would get what they got, and a sister, my daughter became available. It's just, I don't like that. What an honor and a privilege to be able to have you give your daughter to us. I don't know, I can't really read a lot because the pain comes back. They just spoke out every single thing, the activities and the things they want to do and will do with my daughter. Those are the things that I wanted to do with her. I have chills all over me. It's a very hard subject for me. But when I gave birth, these parents that were going to adopt her were here, and my stepmom and my daughter and tons of people. There was no room barely for the medical people. The mom had made a blanket for me and for our daughter to match me, and a bracelet with their little thumbprints, I think. And so she thought about me, which was really nice. But not every adopted parent that gives their little person up wants them. Every adoption is different. There's closed adoptions, there's open adoptions. Mine was an open adoption. Sorry. Mine was an open adoption, and it's just so painful. I went to a class right after. I was very angry and mean. It didn't work for me, the class, because it was too fresh, and the girls that were in the group were younger and I don't know, already more established. Well, there was the in-between forever. I mean, as soon as they took the baby, and my daughter, my other daughter, she cut the cord, so that's how they're attached. Heart attached, that's how they're heart attached. And we all say goodbye in the mall one day when they were leaving, and I met her, me and my daughter, and a lady from church. We met her at the mall, and I held my daughter. For the last time. For the last time. But I would write letters to the woman I would give it to the in-between. The in-between would put their address and mail it to them. She would write to the in-between and or send pictures. The in-between would give it to me. She wrote to the in-between. I didn't know anything. Like, I didn't want to lose her completely forever. You know, I don't know. I didn't know anything. And I was going through all these feelings, really bad feelings. Did I do the right thing? What's going to happen now? How can I get her back? I want to go get her back. And I would write to I would write to the mom, the other mother. Are you ready to give her back now? That didn't sit well with her, and it made her upset that I would be saying those things. So the in-between would tell me, you can't say stuff like that, Friday, when you write letters. She doesn't know how to take that, and it will shut her down, not wanting to give you information about how she's growing and all this. So, I don't know. But that was then. That was fresh. The fresh wound. It was a fresh wound. And I talked to her when she was little on the phone. And the mom was so good. Jill was so good to give me all the information, like what size of clothes and how much she weighed and her first word and everything. And she would always say, "You are loved," in her letters. No, she wouldn't write me letters. She never wrote me a letter. I take that back. She always sent me pictures. But when I moved, there was no more in between. Then I totally didn't know. I was going out of my mind. I didn't know what was going to happen. There was no in between because she didn't do that job anymore. I had to leave town, so she asked her if it was okay for me to have her phone number, and she said yes. So when we text, she always says, "You are loved, Friday. You are appreciated, Friday." She holds me high on a pedestal because I gave them the greatest gift I could ever give. And the boy they adopted loves the heck out of her because they're both the same color. And then you got two white people. So the two little people feel comfortable. And he loves his little sister. I'm so happy for that. I'm so happy for that. She is so loved, our daughter. We've come through a lot. Me and this other woman who we call our daughter. I mean, the mom I send her things, and I send the boy things. I send the kids things. I asked Jill, who do you say that I am to my daughter? Who do you say that I am? I mean, what is the name that I can put on her cards? If not Mom, what is the name? She says, Friday, I just tell her you're her tummy mommy. Tummy mommy. I'm her tummy mommy. Praise God for that. And she is her forever mom. And that's good to me. I mean, I can handle that. She says that she wants me to see her soon. Like, at first I was supposed to go there in a different state where they're at. But now she said that maybe she's going to bring her here to my state one day, soon. Gives me hope. Makes me happy. I love my baby girl. And if I could have done better for her life, then I never would have thought to give her away for adoption. I will always carry that pain. For me, it's like losing a child. I mean, mind you, the people that have lost their children to death, I apologize and I'm so sorry for that. Adoption is like a death, me losing my child, the pain, and I'm so sorry for that. But it's something I have to live with, and I will live with it, and it's just getting better all the time. So I want to say thank you for listening to me, and this is the Forever Friday show. Subscribe, like, and watch. Have a blessed week, days. Be blessed, and thank you for watching. Love you. Bye-bye now.